What seems harmless but is incredibly dangerous? Water in general, but fast-moving water specifically. 2 or 3 inches of water is all that's needed to sweep you off of your feet if it's moving fast. 12 inches of water will lift and sweep away a car. Water is heavy and will punish you if you don't respect it. Putting your feet up on the dash while riding as a passenger in a moving car. You do not want to see post-accident photos of what happens when someone is in that posture in a surprise head-on collision. My buddy was riding with his brother several years back and had his feet up. They were at a gas station and some random dude came up and told him he should take his feet down because it's dangerous. He did. They got into a terrible accident only minutes later. They were both somehow unharmed. Scary to think what would have happened had that random stranger not spoken up. Texting co-workers after you've been drinking. Garage door springs. I DIY a lot of things, but after reading about door springs, I'll let the professionals handle it. My dad lost part of his nose to one of them. Doctor said if he had been an inch closer, he would probably have died. Thank God the doctor wasn't an inch closer. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. Climbing a ladder. It doesn't even have to be a big ladder. Even one of those 2-step ladders are incredibly dangerous. One ill-placed step can change your entire life. If I'm not mistaken, the majority of workplace deaths are from falling off a ladder. Peppa Pig episodes. There's that Peppa Pig episode about spiders teaching UK kids that they are nice and friendly, and that episode is banned in Australia. Over-the-counter medicines. Just because you can get something without a prescription does not mean it's safe in all cases or in high doses. A former NFL player died today from liver disease caused by over-the-counter pain medication. Silence in a house with toddlers. Toddler noises in a house at night when you don't have children. Grapefruit juice. By itself, it's perfectly fine, but a lot of people aren't aware that grapefruit juice specifically has interactions with a lot of different drugs, both medical and recreational, and can be potentially very dangerous when combined. Lint. Too much lint in a dryer can cause a fire. It's always been a rule in my family that you clean the lint trap after every use. Can never be too careful. Giving grapes to dogs. They're quite toxic and dangerous. Cute little palm-sized octopi with cute little blue rings on it. Looks adorable up until the tetrodotoxin starts doing its thing. Jumping on a trampoline. Worked EMS for years. A trampoline fun zone place opened up in our city. Suddenly it accounted for like 10% of our traumas. Mostly just broken arms and legs, but still. Cat bites. Cat fangs puncture deep and trap bacteria deep within your tissue, leading to horrible infections. You might think one isn't serious because it's not bleeding much, but this does not mean that the wound should not be treated. If you get bitten by a cat, make sure to disinfect the wound. I was bitten by my own cat and spent a week in the hospital. I get to the ER and after an hour or so, they admitted me to the hospital. I was given intravenous staph antibiotics every 4 hours. I remained in the hospital for 8 days. Cleaning ammonia with bleach. Never clean up cat pee with bleach. When my dad taught me to clean the litter box, that was the first thing he said. It's a violation of the Geneva Convention and could kill the family. My roommate worked for a supermarket as a teenager. No one taught him about ammonia and chlorine, and he mixed both in his mop bucket. A thick fog started radiating from the bucket. He told his manager, and thankfully, the store was evacuated immediately. Koalas, just like every other animal in Australia, they will kill you if they get the chance. Koalas eat only 2 things, eucalyptus and human flesh. Koalas are really horrible animals. They have one of the smallest brain-to-body ratios of any mammal. Additionally, their brains are smooth. Koalas are also riddled with chlamydia. In some areas, the infection rate is 80% or higher. Walking off the boardwalks at Yellowstone. They have several signs pressing that even though the ground may look normal in those areas, it could be really thin. I've seen people do it anyway. Eating raw or undercooked kidney beans can make you very sick or even kill you. It only takes like 3 undercooked kidney beans to ruin your day. Note that canned beans are safe as they have been cooked as part of the canning process. It's only the dried beans you have to soak and cook properly. An unloaded gun, or even worse, an unloaded gun. There is a reason as to why gun instructors always tell you to treat every firearm as if it was loaded. Confined spaces, above ground or worse, below the surface. If you do urban exploration, caving, or anything like that, get a 4-gas detector, clip it to your chest or belt, and set the alarm to max. If it makes a sound, get the hell out or you are going to die. Throwing your friend in the pool. There was that woman who did a Reddit AMA a few years back about how she became paralyzed because one of her friends pushed her in a pool. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. Thanks a lot for the donations.